G'day and welcome, Johnsy here. About to have a look at our 9th minute in our battle here, me versus Meat Eater. Now let's have a look. Alright, looks like I'm losing a few men over on my left. He's still making a fairly big push with infantry up there through the middle. And he's also making quite a concerted effort through to the through my right as well with armoured support. So this is going to turn into quite an interesting little battle here. I still have a little bit in reserves, but I'm going to let him come to me. Alright, so now time to watch this. In sections. So we'll see what's going on just here. So what do we got here? We've got an M8 and an M5. 3rd platoon of George Company. 1st squad, 2nd squad, as well as some engineers. Alright, so you'd assume that they'd have the 3rd squad there as well. I don't think this is too much of a push over here on the right hand side, on my left hand side I should say. I think his main push is going to be right here, so let's just have a little look at that again. Now he obviously hasn't seen this fella here, my company headquarters, which is a good thing, because they are my spotters. A fair few blokes running up there. That's the 2nd squad. 2nd, 3rd platoon, 1st squad, yeah. So they're all sided. Well, he's got them all laying down. Heaps of covering fire on these. So I need to move these guys back and out of harm's way, but he still hasn't sighted these guys, so that's a good thing. We can keep them there, use them in ambush. Alright, now we need to have a bit of a squiz and see what's going on here. So I think these guys do lose a bloke here. Yep, they can't see him. He obviously can see them. So I do really need to get this lot here that are walking over up and into position, so we can have a bit of a shootout with this platoon that's walking up here. So what do we got? 2nd squad. The rifle platoon. That's interesting. I wonder if they're grenades. Yeah, I'd say they're grenades there. mortars and things deploying there. And these guys are sooking it and running away. Alright, that's okay. Alright, we'll just have a little squiz here and see what's going on here. So he's using his M5 there and things there, hitting this fairly hard. It'd be nice to have something there that's going to hurt that. I will march this fella up here to have a go at him. Alright. It's amazing the amount of punishment these armoured cars can take from small arms fire. Nice if they fired at his wheels. Slow him down a bit, but anyway, alright, so that was all very interesting. Now these guys are all getting into position, which is what we were after. I should be able to just about run these blokes into position too, because yeah, he's looking like he's ready. So they aren't tired anymore, so that's a good thing. You know what? I'm going to bring that Panzer up, do a little bit of damage here. So we'll go quick to there. Alright. So we do need I'm going to pull him back from there. Right, so he's running. Not quite sure why he'd be running, but anyway, I'm going to move him to there. They're running away. So I'll quickly get these guys on a quick move. Get these guys on a quick move. These guys on a quick move. I'm actually going to run these guys this way onto onto a quick move. So that should be all of them, yep. Now I want to move all these guys up a little bit further. Alright. Here we go on here with all this. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have any line of sight there. I think it might be time to move these guys a bit to get them into a bit of a better position, so they've got better line of sight. Deploy and face that way. Keep those guys there. Now we need to try and sort this out a little bit. So I'm going to run these guys back to here and then move them to there. Now these guys are copping a bit of a pasting here, so just want to find a break in the... Alright, so that's where the break is. I might slow move them to here, and we can worry about what to do with them after that. So that's leaving all that there. I'm going to move these guys up to here, these guys up to here. That'll give me a bit more of a view through the little gateways here. Alright, so now we have this little battle going on here. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, geez, they're copping a pasting, those guys, and him as well. We do still have a bit of backup. He's tiring now. So what I might do is quickly run him up to here. He's cautious. Yeah, we'll leave that there for now. I think it's time to move up my reserve just to get it ready and in case it needs to push back a bit of a a push by Meat Eater here, up in here. I don't think he will. I don't think it's going to be too much of a push. But you never can tell with these things. Alright. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give him a target briefly. They should give that Panzer IV time to get in and cause a little bit more strife. Yep, pretty happy with that. Yeah, I could move this Panzer IV into here somewhere, but then, because I think I've got, what has he got, 1, 2, I'm pretty sure his other M5 is sitting up there. No, I'll leave that for now. Actually, no, bugger it. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look. If I move it to here, what's it going to see? Yeah, could get some targets of opportunity. Alright, this could be a mistake, or it could be a master stroke. Don't know which yet, so we'll soon find out. So I'm just moved to there, face that way, and we'll see what happens. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Hopefully I'm not boring you lot to tears with all this, my ramblings on, but we'll soon find out, because you'll either keep viewing or you won't. Anyway, that's that move, and I shall see you for the next turn. Bye. G'day and welcome. I'm Johnsy, in the middle of this little battle against Meat Eater. Now, I'd say she's going to get a bit interesting right now, so let's have a look and see what happens. If you remember, I'm trying to get this tank up here to try to take care of this fella here. Yep, he sees him, so that's a good thing. Getting some front penetrations. Alright. I've got flashing icons everywhere by the looks of things. So this is going to turn into, oh geez, there's some more up here. So this is going to turn into quite a little firefight. Geez, even these guys over on the left are copping it. Alright, so first things first, let's have a look and see. Oh, right, so we've lost the radio and the optics. That's not real good. Alright, so let's just have a look at things from his view. Turn the trees back on. Not even a shot off at him. Oh yeah, shot off. That's a bit disappointing. You'd think a Panzer IV wouldn't be scared of a little old M8. But anyway, he sighted something over here. Alright, let's have a look at that from the M8's view. It looks like Meat Eater's decided to move this M8. The first thing it does is spot my Panzer IV. Right, so he's sending crews through again. I know there's some people on the forums or in our wargaming club that think that that's a little bit gamey. Personally, it doesn't greatly worry me. Because the crews aren't that great at fighting. They normally get killed before they do a great deal of damage, so now this guy here is more of a worry. Alright, so we've still got him running around. I did move up that Panzerschreck team, but they're not seeing anything at all. So that's a little bit pointless. Alright. So what we might do is just have a look at the general situation for this company here. So we've got a rifle squad, first squad, third squad, engineer section, mortars, their engineers. Alright, so there's a first squad there and a first squad here, so we've got probably two platoons, one platoon in this area and another platoon in this area. So third platoon, second squad, second section 8 team, first squad. Yep, so there's one. Need to find out what these are, whether these are mortars or grenades. I was thinking they were grenades, but I'm now not quite so sure. Right, so they're pinned. What about these guys? Yep. So we might let him have a shot at that M5 there in a minute. I just want to go back and have another look at this. Alright, so he's running engineers up here. Now that I don't understand. Vehicle crew engineers. Alright, so what I'm not understanding here is how a shot from a, I suppose 75 high explosive, but it's got to get over a hill. Let's just have a look where it hits in relation to these guys. Yeah. I suppose it's possible it could have knocked one of them. Alright, so we're going to have to do something about this team. Which I think will be doable. So we got these guys here. Yep. So they're keeping their heads down. I think it might be time to try and pull some of these guys back out of that area. Alright, so now it's time to have a look at this one, because this is starting to get extremely ugly. Got those guys running away there. Yeah, it's always good to see him getting some red bases. Yeah, so this is turning into a close-up fight there. It's got another squad coming down through there. Alright, it's pretty interesting. And I'll watch this again. Hopefully I'm not boring you too much, but this is the way I play. I like to watch things over and over. Quite often you'll see things third or fourth time that you didn't notice the first time, so. Alright, so I need to work out what that is. I'd say that's a grenade. Yep, there it is there. Look at that. You watch, here it comes there. Yep. So we've got some vicious hand-to-hand fighting going on here. And that's what this is here. Yep, two blokes there, one dead there. Two dead there. So that's an engineer team copping it. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I think, is I've got this lot here all ready to go. I'm going to punch them into this here to counteract these guys here. We can weaken that centre section. That'll also then give these guys over here some, we'll be able to get over and help them a bit. I'm still fairly confident that they should be alright, but we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so let's just have a little squiz at the battle here before we get into our orders turn. I think we all know what's going on here. This platoon's copping a beating like a red-headed stepson. Alright, so there's our engineer team. Machine gun team. Yep, they're crawling away. A little scared. Engineer. Alright, yeah. It's not much really to worry about there at this stage. Now if you remember this last move, I did move this Panzer IV over to here. Just quickly I'm going to have a quick look and just see what's going on over here, because there we go, look at that. Machine gun teams and ammo bearers. Alright, so he still has some guys going over that way. I've got to say I'm a little disappointed with my Panzers this battle. Wilson out the way that they are. But anyway, what do you do? Oh, mate, he needs to rally his troops a bit better. Alright. Time for the orders turn. So you can stop running away. No, you're not going to. But you are. So what we need to do, because we know that we've got bad guys, the Americans, going in there. So we're going to lay down as much fire as we possibly can there. Same with there. Now, need to get these guys here going. And like I said, I'm going to reinforce up here. So he's a bit tired. He's tiring. take them to there. Alright, so we're moving them all in. We better get the headquarters into a position. Alright, so they're well rested, so we'll get them up here. Alright, so what we want to do is have them, as soon as they arrive, adding their firepower. Even though they're tiring, I'm still going to try and get them in there. See if they can't help out a bit. Actually, I'm going to try and move them down a touch. Alright, we'll leave him sit there for the moment. So I really don't think that that's going to do a great deal there. Time to bring old mate here up. Alright, so we need to sort these guys here out. Right, so they've got no line of sight, and they're going to get pummeled by the looks of things by the M8 there. Now, I did say I was going to get him to have a shot at old matey, so we'll let him do that. Just going to change this a little bit, so they're going to be turning their attention more to where these guys are. Same with this. I think a quick move to here might be. So no, what we'll do, we'll go the other way. We'll go a quick move to here. Alright. So we're going to run these guys back out, because they have been hurt, and we are going to need them up here somewhere. I know they're tiring, but in battle, they're we do need them. I am wondering what to do. I'm going to move these guys to here. I'm wondering what to do with old mate here, so I don't think it's going to be worth using my artillery here, my mortars here. Of course, I've got about a 7-minute wait, So at best you're looking at 5 minutes before anything's going to happen. And in 5 minutes in this battle, a lot can happen. So I'll keep them there for this turn, but I am looking at withdrawing them shortly. I'm going to move this guy up just as a bit of a deterrent. I think I might put these guys into a building. Right, so here's the tank crew. Now I'm a bit like Meat Eater, I use tank crews for reconnaissance. I also use them to man half tracks when a half track only has a driver. Now we do know that this tank crew is sooking it up a fair bit, so we might just leave them there for now, because we can't get them back into that tank. I'm doing the old walk thing again, hoping that they don't get seen. We might have to move that platoon there back out a bit, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Alright, well, it's all starting to happen here now. So as you've seen here, this is turning into an ugly little battle, but I'm committing my reserve into here just to try to get an early victory there, because these guys, I don't think he can really see real well. Yeah, you can see that hedgerow, but whether we can actually do anything with it's another thing. There's my tank there, my Panzer. So yeah, hopefully if he does try to go down that road there, it'll knock him out. And then this is just turning into a little bit of a hard fight too. What to do here? Because he is running people up. I don't have a great deal here. So I'm going to run these guys up here. Get rid of their target arc. I'm also going to run these guys up as well and get rid of their target arc. Depending on the next move as to whether I move these guys up or not. Alright, well, it's getting interesting. I'm not confident of winning, but I'm also not thinking I'm going to lose. At the moment it's anybody's battle, so we shall have to wait and see. Alright, I'll see you on the next turn. Bye.